Happy Saturday, everybody. Y'all see, I got on me a shirt today. I usually have my blanket. If I have my blanket up close like this, that means I don't have on a shirt because my body's not really used to wearing clothes, which I'm not used to wearing clothes, to be totally honest with you. Uh, it's just hard for me to wear clothes that feel uncomfortable. Um, So I want to start off by saying I hope everybody had a good time last night at the club. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. And if I didn't say it while ago, I'm gonna say it again. Happy Saturday. I wanted to come on here and give y'all an update on what's going on me with the apartment situation. Still haven't found nothing. It's so hard finding an apartment. So, it ain't even funny. Hold on. Anyway, so y'all, today's topic I wanted to talk about. I don't know if I should start at the bottom or start at the top. I want to talk about love and the hangups you go through in your everyday life. Um, I used to think that I had to have somebody, and I used to think that I wanted to be in love, and I used to think that I needed somebody, you know. But as I go through life and as I watch myself in parallel, like an unsung. I see that now that I really don't have to have nobody and I really don't have to be with nobody to make me happy. I can make myself happy by just loving myself. It's a scene that RuPaul say on every show. She say at the end of her show, she say, uh if you don't love yourself, how can anybody else love you? And I just, I had since not only since I had broke up with my ex, but since a lot of stuff had been happening in my life, I had just really just been like uh accepting it. Who can you why I mean I just really been accepting it. If you don't love yourself, how can somebody else love you? And I feel like that if you look at it, that's a true statement. I see a lot of I'm not saying that I don't want love. I'm not saying I don't desire love because I do. But what I am saying is if I feel like that if I'm being mistreated wrong and I'm being disrespected, I feel like that I can go without it. I feel like I kind of like it's like kind of like saying it's really not necessary. You understand what I'm saying? And then also I look at the fact that out of all the people go through what they go through, you understand that God is gonna bring you love when He bring it to you, not saying when you deserve it, because I mean, it's just like if you think you deserve love now and you go out there and you try to find it, okay, you trying to find it. And then what if it happens that you trying to find this unfound love that you always wanted and it's not parallel to what you want. And you kind of realize that you should have waited for God to bring you somebody to love. I I always find myself thinking about different certain things, like for instance, like for instance, I'm starting to think maybe it's the reason why God ain't moved me yet. Maybe it's a reason why I haven't got that house yet, or maybe it's a reason why I ain't got the car or my dream yet. You understand what I'm saying? All of this was in repetition even before I got her. You understand what I'm saying? My dream car has always been a Bentley, and I have always said, well, maybe that God haven't brought me this car yet for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I used to think that I would treat people wrong, but it would come to find out that My mama had confirmed that the other day. It wasn't that you were treating people wrong. You were treating people right. People wasn't or wasn't. People was treating you wrong. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I do know, like, with my last roommate, it was like it was almost time for her to go anyway because it was like we was at that fact that we was arguing and we was fighting. But I could never figure out why we were arguing and I could never figure out why we were getting ready to fight. Because the stuff that we were arguing about, it was petty to me. I look at stuff on a standpoint, and like everybody would say, they feel like that she was just me because I had my own place. And at one time, I had my own car until I started getting sick. I sent it back so I wouldn't mess up my credit. But I just never understood. But see, I didn't understand because at the end of the day, my friend couldn't have a car because my friend, she couldn't drive. She didn't know how to drive. And I guess she used to get mad at me because half the time I wouldn't take her everywhere. Well, I would just feel like that you got all these gay kids and everything, and why they couldn't take you? Why did it always have to be me? And then it was one time one of her friends stayed out there in Fort Worth allegedly told her that she shouldn't have to pay me nothing for rent. And I'm just like, what? And I was like, we going in this together. I'm not using you for nothing. I said, because you don't get enough money for me to use you for. And so I was just like, I'm dumb, because I was like, people just, mm-mm. So that's why I say I had to do this topic on love, life, and, and hang-ups that you go through every day. Um, it's unremarkable that we have to go through these things. It's unremarkable that you have to face so many challenges, of trying to find somebody or trying to be in love with somebody. You can't just find love and in love with that person. It's always some type of miscommunication, or it's always that they want to use you for something. Whether they want to use you for your car or whether they want to use you for your money, it's always something, and that's why I say love, life, and hang-ups. Love, I think that I will wait on love. I will wait on love until God bless me with love. And life, I think I think I'm blessed to still be living and still have life breathing within me and breathing out me. Still have my heart pumping, in other words. And my hang-ups is I still kind of blame myself for other people' problems. And I still kind of feel that I can kind of change the world or kind of change people. Or I tries to help people. I still, even though that I say that I'm not gonna help nobody else, I still help a person. My hangups is that if somebody do something to me, like the other day when my ex said what he said, and I know I didn't say this word, I know I didn't say it like that. My ex sit there and said that, and y'all, this some real stuff. My ex sit there and said, I told him. This is what my ex said. that not to call him no more. And I know for a fact that's not what I said. And when my ex instantly said that, it brought, like, I don't want to say this, some kind of hatred against him or enviness against him, some kind of animosity against him. I would say, no, I wouldn't say hatred because I can't say hatred because uh he's God's child and he's my brother in Christ. But it brought some kind of animosity. You understand what I'm saying? And then when I tried to call him and talk to him, he was steady hanging up in my face. You understand what I'm saying? All because you feel the need that you want to start to talk to one of my friends that's here. You want to start to date him. So I was just like, in a way, I was not in a way, I was hurt because I felt like all the time that you said that you changed, to me that you really has. And even now, uh, he'll sit there and he'll call my friend and he'll, like my friend said, he won't ask about me. It's like he moved on for the situation. It's like my hang up is that why you can't call me and apologize. And here recently I did the most. I blocked his number because I feel like I deserve an apology. Because this is something that I said I didn't say. And my mama said I have the tendency of worrying about what people say about me. And I guess she right. I guess it means a lot. You know, I guess I feel like if I didn't say nothing bad about you, or if I didn't say this to you, why do you feel the need that you want to say that to me? I mean, we already established that this is the person that you want to be with. So we established that. Why is it that you're so angry at me because I'm deciding to move on? And that's my love life and the hangups I go through in my everyday life. So I want y'all to think about it and comment below and tell me what y'all love life and hangups y'all go through in y'all everyday life.